Hello and welcome yet again. Let's get this going here. All right. Quick on the draw as always, Craig. All right. So, while we were away, I cleared out a bunch of the side content that we kind of passed over. That way, today we can just finish this Yellow Harvest area and then go straight back to the story route. I'm hoping this area won't take the entire stream. Let's see here. Huh. This is a bit of a spooky spot.
Expedition 38, Genevieve. We buried Patrick near the lake, so he could be close to water. I know he really missed the aqua farm and his floating gardens. Pierre Ska thinks it's a waste of time to update these journals, but I find it strangely comforting. I suppose at its core, it's a record that we existed, that we still exist. The Gamage is coming, but I feel at peace. Just the two of us, but we managed to carve out a tiny sliver of a life of our own. I should feel guilty, maybe, for abandoning the mission, but I don't. I'm just glad that when tomorrow comes, it'll be Pierre Ska at my side. Until the end.
A lot of variety in these journals and what's going on in them. Between, black... Oh, yeah, any awesome build variations? Yes, I have a new idea for a build. And I'm hopeful that we'll get a chance to try that out. Without it being too disruptive to doing other things. I'll show you what I mean in a second. Okay, cool, we got another merchant we can fight. Auto def. Kill self on battle start. Is there a use case for this? Is there a... I guess, okay, so look at the stats though. Plus 26% critical hit rate. So in theory, if you were okay with dying and you could resurrect the character, they'd come out with one of the highest critical hit rates that you can get realistically. So, maybe it's actually worthwhile in some way. Let's see. I probably will buy these things because these are just useful long term. Recoats, always good, especially when I'm going to start experimenting with builds. That'll be very good. But let's see what the merchants got hidden over here. Mael. Alright. I went back to go see if I could fight the village chief of the Gestrals. She gets like 4 actions for every... That was a double fake out? Jeez. She gets like 4 actions for every 1 action I get. So she just wasn't even realistic to do anything about.
Not looking good.
I wonder if there are any other effects that boost your power upon revival. There actually is. There's one that gives you powerful when you're revived. So, that, I mean, it's a weird one, but it seems like it could be a thing. 10% increased damage while all allies are alive. Interesting. I really don't want to have to come back here. Hey there, Ivar. Alright, fine. We'll buy the stuff. This is one of those games where you have to hunt down the merchants again, though. Like, there's no, like, merchant collective that I can gain access to. Alright. Well, let's slap that one on. Like I say, I am getting to the point in the game where having to slot in these new Pictos is like, it's really disrupting my builds. Because my whole thing is so tight at this point. It's just having to slot that in is a bit painful. But in terms of build ideas, let me see if I can find it real quick. So, in one level, see, I was originally going over here, like this area. It's good stuff, but it isn't like super critical for what I'm doing. I'm thinking I might experiment by taking up Fire Rage. Deals increasingly high fire damage to all enemies every turn until Loon receives damage. Stun self if interrupted. So I always thought that would be too big of an issue. Like, that's a bit of a breaking point. You know, if she takes damage, that's it. Nah, I'm not sure I want that. But then I saw Mael has this skill, which I already got. A guide, a Gidi, whatever, protects allies by taking damage in their place for 2 turns. Duration is extended by 1 on gaining shell. So you can just keep this going forever as long as Mael is alive. You can keep going forever. So there's probably like a tank Mael build out there that you can build with this and maybe use more support abilities like guard down, stuff like that. I once played a game where a character had a massive power buff to all allies that kills the caster. Combine it with that character's unique free instant one-time revival each combat, and it was great. That does sound great. I know for Code Vein, Nathan was very into this build that involved a spell that kills you 30 seconds later, but gives you a really big buff in the meantime. Oh. I really thought there'd be like an actual dismount there. Ooh, the ice. Ugh. Yeah, these enemies in this zone are very resistant to a lot of things. It's a variety too. Even though they all look fairly similar, they're resistant to different things. So for instance, most of the enemies are resistant to... Let's see if you're resistant to that. Yeah. See, these guys are resistant to lightning.
Your turn to shine. I'm ready. Precision.
There we go. Alright, where do we land? Are we like all the way back at the start of the map? That'd be kind of funny if this looped all the way back around to there. Oh, I know where we are. I think. It's not quite the start of the map, it's just back to this checkpoint. Oh, may as well rest while we're here. Alright. Okay, so we try going up that path. Already fought that guy. Ooh. Free stuff. Don't mind if I do.
Lovely.
But yeah, next time Loon levels up, we'll probably go that route. Ooh, another journal.
Nicholas, Expedition 44. The idea was you'd only have to fool the first one. Then Jules can wear its carcass to trap the next, and so on. Until we all have proper cover. But disguising ourselves as Nevrons has proven to be extremely ineffective, to say the least. Maybe they recognize each other by their chroma. Anyway, it was an utter failure. To any expeditions that follow our trail, do not disguise yourselves as Nevrons. It doesn't work.
That's all there is to it. It doesn't work. Yep. It sure doesn't. Ooh. Is this another mime fight? Alright. Time to bring the pain on this mime. Okay.
Precision.
That's
The storm
unfortunate.
is coming. That's lucky.
I did go back and fight the mime that drops Gustav's equipment, so that was fun. Let's see here.
Dodge is here.
Oh god, he... Oh, jeez. Okay, so we've got a one-hit killer here, and also I looked at the stun damage bar. That thing is not wanting to move very much. Oh boy.
Brilliant light.
All right.
Sorry, I failed. Rune, attention.
Ah. Ooh, that yeah. This is not going well for me. Just imagine the moment we find out these mimes are the true mastermind villains all the time. I really wouldn't put it past it. Yeah, the question is, are these just are these a meme thing like the cactus guys or the turtle lantern guys from Final Fantasy? Or are they more sinister than that? Well, I'm not going to bother trying to fight these things with Gustav here. We can try again, though. Because, I mean, it still is a one-hit kills the thing, so I'm not entirely certain it's worth, you know, sitting here and trying to fight through the one-hit kill machine, but their attack patterns are pretty simple, and I fought them before, so in theory, it shouldn't be too far for me to handle it. In theory. I did fight an enemy that required me to anything better? No. Okay.
Let us stain them.
I fought an enemy that required
Thunder.
me to parry a grand total of 51 times to get through the battle.
Begins.
So, you know, if I've got the time, I can just sit here and master the patterns and never fail a block, but that doesn't seem like the best use of our time here. Let's see.
Lightning. Strike.
How do we deal enough break damage?
I'll do it.
Ah!
On guard. Ready?
Because I even have a thing on Mael for buffing
I
her
won't waste
capacity to deal break damage, and it just is not doing nearly enough.
I'm here.
So maybe we're looking at another case. Oh, I should have waited and let Luna bring her back.
Feel the burn. Let's dance.
Oh yeah, and without the speed from CL, they get a lot more actions on me. Ooh boy. Well, here's the thing. I should wait for Luna here, I guess, but I guess I could use intervention.
Your turn to shine.
Oops. Forgot every ability involves. I mean, that only affects the HP that you get back. Doesn't actually matter in this fight where I'm dealing with what hit kills. Ah. You would think I've never fought these things before.
Brilliant light. Well.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get our speed and defense and everything all back up.
Finesse and precision.
Okay, we've gotten the break meter halfway.
Guard up. Welcome back.
Let's see here. Mayhem deals a good amount of... Well, I don't know. I actually don't know how much break damage it deals. I guess a good chance to find out. Let's see what happens. It wasn't too bad.
Giving up.
It wasn't too good either, but... The time of the headbutt always throws me off. I say always, but because of where these things are placed, I've had to essentially no-hit several mimes over the course of this game.
Thunder.
So, I know I can do it. See, the capacity exists within me somewhere, in my heart of hearts.
A storm is coming. Brilliant light. Like a phoenix.
There we go.
Time to strike.
See, this is why you play the glass cannon build, because that doesn't matter when you end up
Giving up.
against enemies that one-shot you. Because every enemy one-shots you to some degree. It's just that they're at the park when you're doing this. There we go. Yeah.
Not giving up.
That hurts.
Careful now.
There we go.
Ready? No margin for error. Here we go.
This is not taking enough damage. Okay, so here's what I've done with CL's build, by the way. So, see how I've got this ability that gives everyone every buff? Well, when it gets down to CL, what I can actually do is I can use Dark Cleansing on herself. And that reapplies the buff for almost, for like, literally 0. So that's why I have CL up here now, because she's really effective for giving everyone the buff. I just need to make her more effective at doing her own thing too, because I really don't know what to do with her turn when I don't have other stuff to do like that. And those things, like the buff application and intervention, like those both take a little bit of AP.
Ready?
So I can't really do them super consistently.
I saw your future.
Please survive.
Boom.
You can do it.
Alright, well, that's probably that. There we go. Oh, it's not even a mime outfit, it's a braid. Well, let's put our braid on. I guess I already have a mime outfit for my L, so. Good, thank you, game, thank you. I can't see it. There you go. Perfect. Alright, let's get out of the stupid mime outfit for now. Let's see, what goes good with braid? We'll put it back on Gomage for now. That means we have to put CL in a stupid outfit if we have one. I mean, I guess our default outfit's kind of stupid. Yeah, there we go. Works for me. Oh. He followed me. Well, let's maybe do a little bit of the healer-rooney here. We've also used up, like, all of our consumables. So... And we're not even that far from the flag, so it'd probably be wise to go back. But we're not going to do that. Because I ain't no coward. Okay. I'm still hearing sounds, so I'm wondering if he's still following me. Oh, up there. I don't really want to go up there yet. Oh, yep, there we go. That guy's determined.
A storm is coming.
Okay, let's see here. I've never flubbed that one that hard.
Maya.
See? Not that hard. Do I still have revival tents? Do those exist? Do those exist within my capacity anymore? I do. Okay, just making sure.
That hurts.
Yes, who's back?
Feel the burn.
So, Mael, like I said, these big boys, they resist Mael's damage. However, in Virtuoso Stance, she deals double damage. So, I'm just going for it.
Ready?
Let's dance.
Yeah, I think in this zone, if I was interacting with the weakness mechanics a bit more, it would be a really engaging zone in that capacity, because no other zone so far has been as demanding on understanding enemy weakness and types and whatnot. It just isn't relevant to me, mostly because Mael, she just has she's in Virtuoso Stance constantly right now, so I don't really need to adjust myself for that. But it does mean this is like the worst zone for me, because of any other zone I'd be dealing double damage. Instead of here, I'm just dealing damage. Okay, there'll be something up there eventually, sure. So, oh. Okay. Creepy child. Why would she paint these things? Eating the world, eating our world. We used to have fun here together. Wish we could still have fun, sister. Interestingly enough, the boys that wander around and say those things, they have the same face design as the curator, the one that was in the manor of Mael. I really thought this would be the spot where I would double back to get that item on the ledge. Nope, doesn't look like it. Oh, we'll just go around this way, just in case. But yeah, so I'm curious what the connection is between those things. Ivar, on a generalized scale of we get answers to we don't get answers, how's Expedition 33 right now for you? Because you're much further than me. That's just that ledge. And we are back at the start, which means the way forward is that middle kiosk. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and slot in Fire Rage, and we will see how that goes for us. I don't think it's a great skill. Medium. Consumes fire. Deals increased damage. Trigger additional hits. Yep. Let's just do that. And then, let's see, I think you start with 4, so maybe we should give her a Lumina to account for that. We can't do that in this menu, but we'll do it in the next one. Okay. Oh, we didn't rest. There we go. Ivar has not answered me, so I guess he missed that part. Very tragic. Powerful revive. So where's we need energizing start for her. There's energizing start 3. There's 1, so we'll need to actually get it inside of her Lumina here. Energizing start. Where is it? She already has energizing start 1, so maybe she actually does have enough to just straight up launch into the fiery move. So yeah, we'll just hope that's enough for now. And let's go ahead and give that a quick test run. Okay. So the concept is, I have to change Mael's weapons too, because this build is not for Mael to be in Virtuoso stance constantly, because we've got to focus on her using a Gaide. But yeah, there we go. Okay, so now she's taking all the damage for everyone, and then deals increasing high fire damage to all enemies. So it doesn't burn; it just deals fire damage. Okay, so we activate this. Okay, I'm curious if I give her another turn with intervention, will that trigger the fire again? That'd be a pretty funny aspect of the combo if it does. We'll just increase speed for now.
Careful now.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool, actually. Holy crap. She physically goes to the other area. Oh boy. Okay, so it's at the start of my group's turn is when the fire triggers? Or the end of the enemy turn, probably. That's probably the more realistic one. Yeah, you guys a really cool ability. I quite like it. There's you can make this like a full counterattack thing. I'm not quite sure what the path would be on that. But that is interesting.
Strike.
Oh wait, so it just did it again. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what the exact timing is on Fiery Rage, but that does seem really strong. That might be a thing to do. That might be. 1 second, where's my fire? 20% increased damage to fire skills. Okay, yeah, I was hoping that it would have something a bit more spicy in there. How about Luna? Is there a better thing for her if we're going pure guard? Critical hits apply burn. I mean, you can critical hit on reply attacks, but right now Medallum is so high up in terms of how much I've ranked it up that it's actually just worth it to stay there. But we could give her a counter thing. We could give her like a counter skill. Healing. So we're not really doing a whole lot of this marked stuff. So where's there's one that heals you whenever you block. I want that if we're doing this build. And I also want SOS Shell somewhere in this build because that's important too. Let's see. We need... Oh, here we go. Healing Parry. Perfect. And then... So we get Healing Parry. There's another... Is there anything else that buffs our parry? There's like Augmented Counter, I think is what it's called. Can I sort them by alphabetical, please? Yes. There we go. Augmented Counter. Okay, cool. 25% increased counter damage. Okay. She doesn't really need to be energized anymore, but we'll leave it for now because that also gives 320 HP, and that seems a bit important if she's taking all of our damage for us. So we have Augmented Counter and Healing Parry. Anything else that she needs to make this work? Critical Moment. Empowering Last Stand. Oh, I don't have SOS Shell yet. There we go. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's give this a try. This looks pretty fun. The build doesn't really entirely support it because, once again, I've invested so much into making Mael a straight-up attacker. But this will be interesting at the very least. And if needed, she does have the capacity to just go back into doing the Medallum's Virtuos stuff in the middle of combat. It just isn't exactly optimal. But it is a capacity she has if she needs to switch back to dealing full damage. Alright, this is going to be very interesting, I think. Because that was a lot of damage. The first use dealt a solid chunk, and the second use dealt quite a bit of damage. It basically cleared the field. And those were the chunky boys. Those were chunky enemies. Those weren't just randos. But yeah, I didn't know that Agade also let her physically go over there and block. I thought it was just going to be a binary state of her taking damage for people. Because it doesn't say it takes the attacks for them. It says it takes damage in ally stead. So, the fact that she blocks it means I can really prep her for counterattacks. There we go. I was also looking at other things that Luna has, because she has a bunch of abilities that set up, like, essentially environmental hazards. It's not quite the right word, but basically every turn she deals damage to everyone in some capacity. I think it'd be really fun to go down that route in the long term for her, but that's also, those abilities are really expensive. Oof. That's the boss arena, so what's this other way? Also, it's time to find out if this boss is just crazy overleveled for us or not. Ooh. Another drug. So many expeditions died here. Jeez.
59er. Disgusting. Law's an idiot. I can't believe she convinced everyone to eat the Nevron. They've been puking for the past few hours. Great. Well, we can't move on with so many people sick. I told her it was a bad idea. Hopefully they'll feel better with some mushroom broth to settle their stomachs.
Another group lost to mushrooms? Jeez. These mushrooms are dealing more damage than Nevrons. This is the real threat. I want one of those beams where it's the when you're looking at the game and you have like the read of it, and then it has an arrow that goes over your head into what the actual point of the game is, and just like, you know, hope and darkness and working together. Yeah, you know, all the stuff for this game. And then it goes over your head and it's like mushrooms are bad. That's the real theme. That's not the boss I thought it would be. I thought we'd be dealing with the big old boy. Oh, we got a jam coming. It's probably a bad time to be testing my new build, but, you know.
I'm ready. Careful, Mike.
Oh! Look, I mean, at this point, I would try it too, to be honest. So I don't really blame him. Oh boy, I don't really like this, to be honest.
Precision.
Okay. Let's give it a shot.
Careful, Mael.
The bad news is that she was stunned. The good news is it didn't matter because she died.
I won't waste this.
Boom. Well, I won't be able to just reuse it immediately.
Finesse and grace.
So the question is, do I want to try to pull that off, or do I want to keep slamming into him with Floret Fury? Probably that.
Finesse and precision.
Because the other way kind of depends on other things working. I guess I could use intervention right now and set up like now, but we haven't gotten my buff up, and I miss it. Ground pound.
Take your shot. Let the ink flow.
Ooh.
Look out!
Yeah, the timing on that is really
Let the ink flow.
rough. Let's see. Oh, she has enough light energy to do a proper heal. Well, now she's a virtuoso, it's you know, probably makes enough sense to use Igaide on her. We'll use Dark Cleansing for now, though. We gotta get our buffs back up. Boom. Uh-oh, another one.
Finesse and
He's
grace.
preparing a powerful blow. I'm curious what happens to the guide if he uses an AoE attack. So if he uses an AoE attack, does she take all the damage for everyone? Or am I basically turning the entire thing into a single file experience? I'm not sure. We sure as hell are going to find out, though.
Ready.
Okay. We can give somebody else an extra action. I'm not sure if there's anything to do that with right now, though. We've already got... Actually, let's find out if giving extra action to Loon gives us another fire burst.
No margin for error.
It does! Oh my god, this build works, guys! Okay, well... Oh, never mind. This build does not work, guys. This build does not work, guys. If AoE attacks pierce through the defense, that basically makes this pointless. Because it still means I'm gonna have to block just everything all the time, constantly. As long as I'm dealing with AoE attacks, Igaide is covering surprisingly little of what the weakness of the build is, so I'm not sure it works practically.
Can't leave us yet.
Let's see.
Let's push forward.
It also seems to take up her turn. It seems to, like, you can't do anything else with her while Fire Rage is ongoing.
Look out. Here we go. Sorry, I failed.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the idea would be with it. If it does just make it so, hey, Loon cannot do anything, and then when she does take damage, she will be stunned. I'm not sure it's viable if that's the case. It would also mean that... Is that the same with all of her big environmental moves? Are all of her big environmental moves make it so that she can't do anything else in her turn, because that'd be really lame if that was the case.
Let the ink flow.
I suppose we'll find out.
Yeah.
Brace yourselves. Careful, my elf. Chroma's flowing.
Yeah, so it just takes up her turn. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is viable. We don't want to use Fencer's Flurry right now because that applies to Fenceless. Oh, no, it puts me in offense stance, and offense stance means I take more damage. So, I'm trying to figure out what this build even wants to do at this point. If I do need to if I was going to stay with this, I'd have to restructure my L quite a bit. Let's see. Mezzo Forte doesn't seem bad. Let's use Floret though. Oh, that is very disappointing about Virtuoso Stance.
Ready.
Yeah, that's even with all the buffs going on.
Here's your card.
Careful now.
Here we go.
Take cover.
That's better.
Wait a minute, that one of those shots went for Loon. So so a guide chose one ally, and Mael blocked for them, but she didn't block for Loon. Yeah, that is. Yeah, there's we're gonna call that limited in terms of application. It also doesn't show me how long she still has a guide on. Like, it doesn't say how much more I got with it. So I can't really know.
Blade cut through the blades. Okay.
Yeah, see, so it expired, but I had no way. Oh no, it didn't expire. Okay.
Let us stay. Well.
Yeah, she can't do anything else in her turn, which that has its virtues in that she's consistently building up AP every single turn. Yeah, but I don't know if that's enough virtue.
I'll do it.
Ready to go.
A storm has come.
En garde.
Lunez, attention. I'm back.
Yeah, and see, now that it's expired, it's going to be at a lower damage rate than it was before. Okay, well, this was an interesting experiment, but due to the specifics of how both abilities work, in a way where you can't really... I couldn't have known that it wouldn't work in these ways, right? That wasn't... There was no capacity for that. Like it says, deal increasing high fire damage to all enemies every turn until Loon receives damage. That doesn't say that it gives up her turn, for instance.
Not today.
And a guide doesn't say, take all damage for your allies except for AoE attacks, and also partial AoE attacks. Those only let you block one ally at a time, and not both your allies. Like, there's no indication of that on the move itself. And also, I didn't know that I wouldn't be able to tell if I'm still in a guide or not. So I just gotta keep track of that in my head, I guess. Well, I just want to heal.
Chroma is flowing. Brace yourselves.
I'm ready.
Okay. Yeah, like, I don't even know if a guy was up for that because it was the big AoE move. Do I have a break move? I need a break move right now. I do not. Who does have a break move? I know Loon has one. What about you?
No margin for error.
Okay. Let's see.
Time to take risks.
Oh, may as well keep playing the build while we're at it.
Careful now.
Let's dance.
Out of healing tents. If only he was on fire. It's help a lot.
Fury of fire.
What a weird move. Well, I can use... Oh, this is the last damage of... Alright, we better use the ability while we got it, then.
I saw your future.
Gotta use Twilight while we have it.
Okay.
Time to take risks.
Okay. Now we re-up... Here, this... Yeah. Full buff CL works pretty darn well. Plus 1 AP on base attack? Jeez. I've definitely got a base attack build kind of like been brewing in the back for Gustav. So I'm very tempted to use that. Did I master the previous one? I did master teamwork. Let's put Energizing Attack on her for now just to keep it going. Oh, new weapon for Mael. Maybe it's good for this build. Even though I don't think this build actually works at this point. On start turn, if stanceless, switch to defensive stance. That actually is good for this build. We are still gonna stick with this one because the damage is so much higher. In defensive stance, deal double break damage. Whoa, whoa, double break damage. And support skills cost 1 less AP. Yeah, there's something there that makes this more effective, but because of the nuances of how it works, it definitely struggles compared to what the text of the abilities seems to imply. Or rather, what the text of the abilities outright says, but the actual reality doesn't work out. Oh, a new area. Okay, I was not expecting this. I thought this would be a shorter thing. Is this the overworld again? It is an overworld section. Okay, so use that. Okay, so now I can get from down there to up here. Okay, cool. Well, maybe we aren't getting to the Stone Wave Cliffs today if we've got to go through even more of this to before we go over there. Ivar, do you know how deep this goes? This section of the game? Oh wait. Oh, I've seen these before. This is the end.
Nice.
Okay, never mind. They have these small maps where all you can get is a bit of music. I found a few of those while I was out and about doing side content earlier. Okay, well, that seems to be that. We've done everything in the game before going into the Wave Cliffs, so it's time to go to the Wave Cliffs. The one thing I haven't done is I haven't generated, like, 1 billion chroma to feed into the cursed well that provides meme quotes. I assume I feed enough chroma into it, it will eventually do an actual thing. I don't have that much chroma
I'm
though.
tired. Can we camp first?
Oh, okay. Well, the game has spoken. Another one of Miles' nightmares. Okay, what do you got for me? I did not find more light for that one dude. I'm not sure I have to. Okay. Oh, interesting. That is very interesting. I'm not entirely sure what it implies. I'm also continually more certain that Mael is the secret main character and that Gustav is going to die at the end of Act 1. I don't know if there is more light to find for him, the one dude. The one I was missing is like I can never find
See
the
why you like throwing rocks.
I can never find the mine for the explosive
You've been
guy.
quiet since you saw those people.
It felt like they knew me. Like, actually knew me. I don't understand what's happening. And I feel like I never understood. Like, I'm always missing something that everyone else just gets. In Lumiere, life never made sense and I never fit, and now out here, when it was just starting to maybe feel good, then this happens and...
Yeah. I hate it too. Things we don't understand. They just make us feel small and powerless. But it helps, you know, to focus on the things I do understand, on the people I care about and who care about me. And, you know, now I feel a little less lost, because at least we're lost together. What? What? Stop it. Too cheesy? No. Well, if it makes you feel better, I was even more lost when I was 16.
I heard that was because you were only thinking about girls.
Yep, but guess what? The girls weren't thinking about me at all.
I believe that.
Yeah. You can talk to me. We're family. Well, that's what the paperwork says, at least.
Well, the paperwork probably says we're dead too, so...
Yeah, probably. Ooh, nice one.
I know.
I told you, don't get cocky. It was... okay.
You taught me great. Nah.
Good scene. I think that's the first confirmation that she was officially adopted by Gustav and his sister. I never had I don't think that was explicitly stated up to this point. And I guess I'm curious if Mael's feeling of not belonging in Lumiere, I'm curious if that stems from anything aside from being adopted. Because I just don't know currently. 'Cause that's all we got during that one scene about it. Every burn applied is doubled. Yeah. Seems good enough to me. So yeah, I'm curious what that looks like in the long run. I can expand our Lumina capacity, but once again, I don't know who needs it right now. And right now I'm not super struggling with it. Also, yeah, I do like the combination of the swimsuits and the mime hats, the baguette hats. Lune and Gustav are both rocking it currently. Oh, Eski's in our camp now. 1 second. I found a lost gestural, so I wanted to go back to... Here we go, this guy. Hello there, Christy. We're doing a bit of a bit more of a story kind of analysis as we go along. That's kind of the focus here, but I'm very much enjoying the gameplay. We're about to hit into the Stonewave Cliffs.
I haven't seen a human in so long. You're much tinier than I remember.
When was the last time you saw him?
I still don't know how to describe Eski's voice.
Oh,
It's really good, though.
my best friend when he asked for my help.
His best friend, Verso.
Your best friend is human? I thought Francois was your best friend.
Francois was he was very clear about this. Francois was his worst enemy.
Yes.
Oh. Well.
You finally found someone who loves rocks more than you.
So it seems.
I think you and Esquier are soulmates.
Esquier. Gotta remember it said Esquier.
Esquier must have experienced so much over the centuries.
You're gonna grill Esquier, aren't you?
A creature of legend. Yeah, just a little.
I'm glad Lune and Gustav are on the same
I
page.
think you have a new best friend.
Esquier. Yeah, he's sweet. And somehow he knows I'm a terrible swimmer. When he said that, it made me think of, you know...
Yeah, I thought it might. After the beach, when I was alone, I almost,
I know.
Lune told you?
No, but I could...
Okay, yeah, so that was the implication of the scene before. I'm not sure if we look at it purely mechanically, if the dialogue is enough for her to have gotten that out of it from what was said. I need to go back and see the exact wording, but yeah, no, that was the point of the scene, so good to know.
I understand. Better than anyone. You know that. I'm just glad Lune found you. Before it was too late. Just like whoever found me. I like having you in my life.
Same.
Good night, Gustav.
Nice scene. Yep, Stonewave Cliffs. I'm a little bit curious
For those who come
about. We got a little bit about SKA previously, but it never. We didn't learn like what SKA or Gestrels really were to the citizens of Lumiere. So I'm curious what the legends do say about them. Are they all from Expedition Zero? That is another thing. Is Expedition Zero? What does it mean that Expedition Zero had survivors?
I envy them. Those who can't see.
Why is she called Masked Woman? I know her name is Alicia. That's what she was called before.
That they are not. And those who live, blithe and free, sins forgotten, and thus absolved, a fresh dawn in their playground, while we live in shadows, swimming in ink. We are but a fragile dream, a singular weed, resisting, ever resisting, that iron dirt, that eternal law. Those who can't see, those who know not, that they are not. Do you know? We are fellows. Those who know not, that they are not.
I understood every word of that. God, Gustav's run cycle is the worst of this outfit. He's so determined. Alright, let's take in the view a little bit. I don't just mean Gustav's swimsuit.
Wanna go for a ride? Apparently, that was where people went on dates, you know? What do you think happened in those cabins?
No, actually, my guess is this was Expedition 50. You see, they created this giant wheel, and they tried to cross the world.
Okay, Professor.
Mes amis, Florey's close. I can feel it.
Come on, you can fly. Can't you get Flora yourself?
Oh no, too much effort.
Oh no. Is it a boss fight right away? Or is he's gonna just kill it? Yeah, okay.
So, wait. SKA is that powerful?
Apparently so, but also lazy.
Alright, let's go.
What a weird creature.
I will say, I'll be slightly disappointed if it turns out this story can be summarized as edgy person with too much power, discovers nihilism, and decides to ruin everyone's day. Yeah, I mean, so I guess that's really going to come down to... That's going to come down to the paintress, and where she comes from, and if she has, if she is an entity with a motivation that exists, and whether or not she is the creation of something else. That's going to be kind of what decides what route we go there. If she's just like this weirdo evil entity that exists, that is just killing people for inscrutable reasons, I guess it won't be that. But as far as what the old man is doing, and he's like, you're ruining things for everyone. You need to leave, enjoy the rest of your life. Okay, that was weird. I don't know what his motivation could be at this point. There's not enough information. What is preferable? What is preferable to everyone dying is the question, I guess. Or rather, why is everyone dying preferable to everyone not dying? And even if, I guess if we're gonna keep doing this for now, we better give her some defense. Yeah, even if like what is this group doing that's making things worse too? Like what is a group? How does a group arriving here and pushing forward and doing their best? Like what is the aspect of that makes it worse beyond the fact that they just lose a year of their lives? So I will be watching out for a lot of those things. They're kind of in the back of my head right now.
Well, that will help.
I mean, there we go. I was worried for a second there. Also, I guess the Ferris wheel confirms. I wasn't 100% sure of this because you can't be 100% sure. You should keep it in the back of your head. Okay, will do.
Great.
Ooh, braking counter. Okay, well, let's put that on Mael since we're doing the Yagard build on her currently. We'll need another energizing start if we're gonna do that. That does make her suffer a bit on the health front, unfortunately. Energizing start. Where is energizing start 1? We need energizing start 1. There it is. Okay. Probably dead energy isn't as important anymore. There we go. But yeah, so as far as what I was saying before is the architecture of this place, there was always a chance that it was about, let's see, do I want to kill that guy or do I want to go up here first? Let's go up here first. That it was, Lost Society type things. And I guess it kind of is, but in reality it does seem to be that this all comes from fracture civilizations.
The 78, Maxence. Stealing the airships. But we knew we had to try, and it worked.
Airships?
We deserve strong leaders, not those old fools on the council hiding under the dome. Under their control, our people are condemned to a slow, inevitable extinction. Their timid half-steps achieve nothing. The answers are not in Lumiere. They are out here. Our only choice is to take matters into our own hands. Fortune favors the bold. We must forge ahead with conviction.
This guy is based. Yeah, I guess at some point they were not supposed to keep going. You're supposed to be like, well, we're not gonna go. And they were like, we're gonna steal the airships and give it a try. Also, there are airships. Is that lost technology? Because wait, they had an airship. How did they die out here? What something must have shot them down, I guess. Because otherwise they could just fly straight. I mean, there was a regular ship that just got caught in storms and that destroyed it. So this is feeling very new God of War. The whole gotta find all the vantage points to destroy the things. I'm starting to wonder if they're even all in this little area. I mean, I guess they gotta be. It'd be weird if they weren't. Okay, there's one more.
We can use that.
New weapon. Just drop, boys. Is it any good? These are basically always in safe from the cage. Okay, cool. Yeah, I just didn't know if they would ever pull the rug out from under me. Okay, new enemy type. Let's go.
Finesse and grace.
It's a single target enemy, so I think I'll go with the virtuoso strategy on this one.
Finesse and precision.
Well, that's lucky. Careful now.
That's better.
Okay. Also, you should look at Abyssarim. It might be the closest one in the game. Okay, I'll check out the visuals on it.
Let's dance.
Yeah.
A storm is coming.
Oh, okay. So it has a move that will protect its allies. It just isn't using it currently because there are no allies. Okay, sure. Lorette. Yeah, see how much more damage that's doing. Even though it's a high level area, it's doing much more damage than it was doing before. Let's see, we could go for Mayhem here. Seems viable. There we go. Confident. Take 50% less damage, but can't be healed. Huh. If Mael's in defensive stance, does she take 100% less damage and then she's immortal? I wonder. Let's, I mean, what does he got? Does a guy put her in defensive stance? It does. It does put her in defensive stance. Okay, well, let's give it a shot. 50% less damage. She'll need... Well, I mean, we'll get rid of Healing Parry, because we don't need it anymore. So, her current defense is 78. And then... Yeah, okay, yeah, that'll be interesting. Let's give it a shot. I really don't think it's going to be that effective. I think it's going to be much less effective than we are hoping for. But, rules as written, it should work fine. Oh, yeah, Abyssarim does look pretty sick. Oh, God, that is cool. That's really cool. If I was building Tank Gustav, it could be very good. Unfortunately, I'm building Speed Gustav. It's unfortunate. It fits perfectly the swimsuit. Yeah, you know. Let's see here.
Useful.
Oop, new enemy type. Oh god, it's a sword boy. Oh god, there's so many sword boys. What fresh hell is this gonna be? Oh, they're not even sword boys, they're scythe boys. Well, that's a bit more tolerable. Oh god, it's a sword boy. It's a sword boy right there. Okay, let's find out what happens. Okay, so she should be taking 50% less damage from defense stance and then 50% less damage from confidence.
On me. Ready's hand.
Brace yourself. Brace yourself.
Marielle.
Uh-oh. Ah! So I asked what fresh hell we were gonna be in. And yeah, I don't even know if the defenses are stacking, to be honest. Cause yeah, it's not like I took a fourth of the damage that... Did I take a fourth of the... I don't know. Like, but in what way do they stack? Because if it's just 50% plus 50%, that equals 100%. However, if they are consecutive, just not that well. Okay, yeah, that's what I gotta say. Well, let's go ahead and start by shooting those things down. Which is... I'm gonna use the mouse for this one. Okay, well... Hashtag got there. I guess I wish I still had, I replaced the ability that pierces defenses, with the one that does a guide, so I'm not sure. That's currently not working out very well for me.
Let's push forward.
You did warn me of that. That's why I thought to do it. It's because I was warned previously. This will burn him down. Okay. Ugh. No longer gain AP on parry, plus 1 AP on getting hit. Okay. That seems bad. Ooh, new weapon for CL just dropped. Always apply 10 for tell, but all damage taken is doubled. Maybe she needs the confidence guild. Some skills always apply 10, so even if it would apply 1, it applies 10. That's really good. This is a good weapon. I like this one quite a bit, actually. I'm tempted to use this with Confident. I've got to unlock Confident first, so we'll save it for a little bit. But yeah. Once we unlock Confident, we'll go for it. And we'll do Energizing Pain for now, just because I want to unlock it. Okay.
Lisette, 56th. In my youth, I mistook drama for passion. Simone helped me understand the difference. Opened my eyes to an entirely different way to experience the world. How can she be gone? How? How could they so callously, so nonchalantly destroy such a beautiful soul? Vile, vile, vile! They just killed her, like she was a worthless Nevron. Those cold-blooded, treacherous, despicable parasites. But my trap worked. we caught one of those white-haired bastards. She looks human, but I know she's a monster. She refuses to speak, but I'll make her talk, and then I will feed her to a Nevron. Then the Paintress can take me. I don't care. Nothing matters. I will have justice.
Why are all the most based characters in the Stonewave Cliff? These are the best. Good job, guys. I'm curious if that was Alicia that they captured, or if there was another. If we'll like say find out there was another girl and that they killed her. Probably was Alicia, and they probably just failed to kill her. That'd be my guess. Boot be like, double damage? Who cares? Yeah, that's not even a concern of mine.
That's lucky.
There's only one hit point that matters. Everyone knows that. I'd like to use Fencer's Flurry here, but I don't think I can.
Fury. Fire. Danger. It's locked on you.
Yeah, that's annoying. There's a picto called The One, which sets your max HP to 1 and gives you 100% crit chance. That's a bit too hardcore even for me.
Here you go.
Let's spill some ink.
Well, we already are totally fucked because they did double mass AoE attacks, which means, yeah, Fire Rage is not viable against these enemies.
Blade cut through the flames.
Here's your card.
On me. Let's dance. I'm okay.
It's annoying.
Chroma is flowing.
I don't want to use Fire Rage because they both have shield. Yeah, these guys just can't, like, they're, as far as their build goes, they are very much like anti everything I'm currently doing with my stuff. So I probably do just need to swap out and do some different things.
Finesse and grace.
Let's see.
Let the ink flow. Prepare to
Well, let's dance.
Still mean.
That's a lot of shield.
Not looking good. Finesse and precision.
I am still a little bit tilted that Fire Rage and a guide don't do the things they say they do. That's true. Gun is an option for running shields. That's the one that deals damage every turn. I know you actually missed my giant rant about it. Basically, the skill says it does damage every turn, but when you take damage, you're stunned. Like, great, cool. What it actually does is it gives up your turn every turn to deal that mass fire damage. Every turn, you lose your turn to deal that fire damage. And because you lose your turn, that definitely affects the viability of the technique. I never thought in a million years you just lose your turn. And then a guide has the whole thing where it's oh they got the shield up. That one does at least. But a guide has the whole thing where it's pretty darn selective about what kinds of attacks it's going to be useful on.
That's lucky.
Because by rules as written, it should basically block everything. Rules in actuality is it does not even come close to blocking everything. From the selective AoE attacks, like the ones those guys do, where they attack several allies, but they're but it's in sequence.
Careful, my elbow.
To just like these things, it just doesn't work in the way that it says it does. Which you could say is fair enough. Like, oh yeah, of course, it'd be ridiculous if it could just block everything. It's like, okay, yeah, but then they shouldn't have written it that way. They should have said something else. They should have said what they actually meant.
Let us stain them.
I like that move a lot, visually.
Nice.
Play first. That is very good. Play first. Okay, 1 second. We're still learning energizing pain. Let's drop marking shots. That's not even really necessary for this build. We'll put first strike on her. That way she can start applying her buffs to everyone right off the bat. That was a very good find. Oh wait, actually her applying the... No, that actually doesn't work, because we want her to apply the buff after Mael, because the shell increases the duration of a guide. I guess we'll leave it... We'll just leave it for now, because I don't think it's going to matter too immediately. I'm trying to unlock skills. First strike doesn't work properly with first strike. So you're saying is that I can't doing it both, like having a having multiple characters with first strike doesn't work. Okay. Aegide? Aegide? Okay. Aegide. She was my best friend. She outgrew us. Okay, that's interesting. I guess that implies the Paintress and these ghosts are from a similar source in some capacity. Which means that her and the curator are from a similar source in theory. Eggy day.
Here we go. That's lucky.
Let the ink flow.
The other thing that's a bit annoying about how Fire Rage works is that it doesn't give you any kind of a chance to prepare for it. It just activates automatically on Luna's turn.
Brace yourself.
Alright, cool. We've learned Confident,
Advantage.
which means that if I want to go down that route, we can go ahead and give CL her extra cool weapon. I'm not sure how important that is for CL with the build we currently have of her, because the current CL is more of a support player, but it is very cool. So we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll give it a chance when we get like another CL. And plus, CL's my only not glass cannon, so he's the only one that makes Ivar's
Shrine
statement.
to the Paintress.
The Paintress destroyed our world, and someone built her a shrine.
The weak-minded turn to whatever they can to explain the unknown.
When you're at the mercy of a power you don't understand, you might try anything.
Nice.
Interesting statements. I suppose there's a non-zero chance that this Shrine to the Paintress was built before the fracture. Definitely not impossible. Bunch of boats over here. Why is Mael going first? These guys don't have a whole bunch of health, so I'm just gonna go for it. I'm not sure what they do. Like, I guess probably they just do a ridiculous amount of damage if they do hit. That's the only thing that makes sense, because they're fragile. They do one attack, it's an AoE. So yeah, I'm guessing you're just like, yeah, don't get hit. There's that's cute. They got the rock framing it there. That's, you know, fair enough.
The seal of the 50th. Our beautiful wheel. Wedged upon the rocks. A casualty of the massive serpent of the sea.
Wait, did they actually build a wheel?
But even shattered, its presence is still comforting.
Wait, come on.
Gabriel are doing their best to sustain
Come
morale,
on.
but with no food, no clean water, no way to fix the wheel, our fate is quite clear. No, to me at least. But I have no desire to hold back the hopes of others. Perhaps. Perhaps we will find a way back. Still.
Well, you know,
these
there was a whole
moments of
scene for
quiet,
it. You stopped
sitting on
talking about
beach,
it.
Are also a source of contentment. All our lives we've been running, trying to outrace time, trying to reach an unreachable goal. And now we can finally rest. At least we got to see some of the wonders of this world. Even the serpent, cool as it is a deadly elegance that is mesmerizing. But oh, what other marvels might we have seen had we been able to keep rolling? I sometimes wonder what it would have been like to grow up outside the dome. Perhaps even live amongst the Nevrons. Could we have achieved a form of peace? Or even prospered alongside them?
It's a weird entry, and it's an interesting one. I'm not quite sure what to make of it just yet. Because obviously, the wheel rolling across the entire world is absolutely patently absurd.
Interesting.
And I thought it was a joke from Gustav. But maybe they used Lumina to make it more viable, okay? That's why they didn't make it very far. I don't know, they made it further than a lot of people. One thing I did want to say that I noticed about the friendly Nevrons. So our enemy is called the Paintress, right? All the friendly Nevrons so far have been white, which means that, of course, Sandfall Studios is absolutely racist. But aside from that, it also makes me think maybe those ones are unpainted, whatever that means metaphysically. Hi, guys. Anything else up here? There we go.
Oh, lovely.
Apply powerful when falling below 50%. Okay, cool. It's plenty useful. I mean, I guess I could fight those guys. Black Ops zombie struts. Tell you what, we'll do at least one fight. We'll see what happens. All right. Today.
A storm is coming.
Fire rage.
That's lucky.
I didn't do as much damage as I thought it was gonna do, actually. That's a bit weird.
Take cover. Careful with my hand.
Polish chroma. Yeah, cool. That's kind of why you gotta fight these guys, because otherwise I'm not gonna get level up materials. But, you know, who knows? Maybe it's not strictly necessary. But also that I won't get currency either to buy stuff, so. I did find a pretty solid grinding method, but I didn't end up using it because I felt like I would just get way too far ahead and then defeat the purpose of the game.
Great.
But I found it when I was trying to find a way to get money quickly. And there's no way to get the money without getting buku experience, and that would have been very messy. Because I'd be like level freaking like 1 billion right now and just cruising through everything.
Like old times, eh?
Great.
Okay, so I guess there are just no farms in Lumiere. I know they're talking about like aquaponics and whatnot as a thing they use there.
Oh, lovely.
But I didn't realize they just had no farm at all. Like, okay, got some floaty boys.
Let us stay.
I am satisfied with my decision there. Hashtag got him. I don't know why Mael is going first, though, to be honest.
Oula, faut sauve Nabil. Ah, tous les comme Willow, faut s'équipe.
Now it is time to trade stuff. Okay, what do you got? We got a ponytail for CL. That could be nice. Bunch of these merchants all seem to have very similar wares.
I'm ready. Finesse and grace.
GG easy.
Precise strike.
Oula, faut sauve Nabil.
Rest assured, nothing in this universe will stop you now. Rangasun. Okay. I'm guessing... I'm not sure who... Okay, it's for CL. Okay. Recover 5% health per foretell applied. Healing skills cost 1 less AP. 30% heal efficiency per moon charge. I don't have any heal moves on CL yet, so... Alright, we'll skip Chroma Catalyst, because I think those are quickly becoming irrelevant. And we got enough of them probably to get by. So we'll get the polished ones. Oops. No, I don't... whoops. I guess I was on the wrong... I pressed X. Okay, there we go. Fair enough. Whatever. I was gonna beat him up again. Teach him a lesson. Give me that discount, you fuck. I had to ban discounts.
Les...
Okay. Okay. Here we go. There we go. Yeah, the difficulty brought about by moving around the world and of remembering where every merchant is, then finding them. The only real strategy is just whenever you encounter a merchant, just buy everything you think you're ever going to want from them. Oh, that's a thing. Where does it need to go?
Well, that will help.
Because I think they need like a blue spot, right? We need a spot to put them on. We don't want to just be blindly floundering about. I seem to have found the next area. That's unfortunate. Or is that just its own thing? No, there's... Whatever, screw it. My exploration tolerance is reaching the limits. Hexka. Tramped in stone. We've got another unpainted Nevron here. I shall knock myself to sleep. I can certainly guess. Head of Mistress, okay. Oh, you want to know more? I'm wondering what I could ask it in exchange. You're not really a position of power. If more of that, sadly, in my weak and incomplete state, anything could kill me at this point. The others, they possess shiny, shimmering rocks glistening on their backs. The cavern might be your best bet if you can find 3 of those lustrous rocks. Okay, so I gotta find rocks. I guess that's the cavern right there. Okay, we'll rest here and then we'll go back because it's a new checkpoint, so we can just blink all the way to here without worrying about losing things. And we'll go back and make sure we didn't miss anything. I don't know what is with this game, but like the methods that I naturally use to explore in ways that would not result in me going down the main path, for some reason just send me always consistently hurtling straight down the main path. That is just... I inescapably do that. Let's kill these guys real quick. Just so I can explore this area a bit more freely. It's a bit chunkier than I thought it was going to be. I find that going left is a good way to avoid the main path in general. It's fair enough. Oh yeah, they are just fire resistant. That's why it does less damage. Okay,
That's
fair
lucky.
enough.
Careful, Mael. A storm is coming. Here we go.
I feel like just based off of how I've been playing her, I probably need to give CL some basic attack buffs.
Danger. Fury of fire.
That's annoying. That's gonna it'll completely block that.
Let the ink flow.
Oh yeah, is this just like the fire resistant zone? Also, yeah, there's no icon indicator for when I have left the when I'm no longer in Agide. Nope. So without a visual indicator of some kind, it's pretty difficult to manage.
Today. Still mean.
It'd be pretty easy to patch in if they wanted to. You just need to add a new symbol for these things. And not even a new symbol, it can just be the symbol of the thing. Like, oh yeah, that's a Agade right there.
That hurts. Thunder. Crash. Lightning dance.
Out there. Oh, okay, so that was both the encounters. Yeah, I sometimes forget that they have it be that you can see all the involved enemies on the map. I typically assume, like, my default assumption is that they are the same encounter as a general rule. Or that they're different encounters, rather. Okay. Let's go, Patunk. Give me some prizes. Oh no, it can summon defenders? I didn't know that. That's a new one.
Here we go. That's lucky.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. No damage, huh? Is that not a weakness? Okay, well.
Okay.
No margin for error.
So... if it... I'm trying to figure out, like, what the... how do you fight this thing? If it... Oh. Wait, was it just taking less damage while another Nevron existed? Is that the mean?
Here we go.
That'd be interesting. Because what's gonna... That isn't what it says, but, you know. Yeah, I think that is the case. Okay. So, as long as another Nevron exists, it takes less damage.
Precision.
Not looking good.
Also, yeah, this battle order is a lot less convenient for CL. But, oh no, it worked out fine. Never mind. Perfect. I was worried he was going to clear out all of her buffs.
Let's push forward.
Okay. I can't quite throw down Mayhem just yet. So we will throw down an Electrify. Okay. So we want to clear out these enemies. I mean, I guess there's not really a way to do that without... Yeah. So let's go ahead and give Energy Tint over here.
Finesse and grace.
And we use Florette. Completely excessive force.
A storm is coming.
And may as well use Mayhem now. Oh, wow. Yeah. There we go. Look at all those prizes. Perfect. I play those very carefully, but I'm curious if you can retry Batonks if you happen to miss out on them. I legit don't know. Suffering from success. I do this so good that I never find out the limits of when you lose. Just like my day-to-day life, pretty much. Okay, I've already got 2 of them. Unless they reset. Or I'm pretty sure I got 2 of them earlier. From that vantage point that I had over there. The secret of winning is just never lose. Yeah, exactly.
Useful.
Also, Craig, we miss you for show days. Oh, there's a thing here. Or did I know that already? Is this from the direction that I came from? I think it is, yeah. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, so that respawned all the enemies. Did it respawn the shooty point? Because that will let me know whether or not those do indeed respawn. How have show days been? No spoil, but how's Snowball Season 4? That's the thing. I wish that we had watched it, but for some reason it's been very challenging to get the guys to watch more stuff than is the baseline stuff lately. Which, you know, is fine. People have lives and schedules. Oh, it did clear out. I just didn't keep looking at it long enough. I should have stared at it longer. I know I keep saying it, but I'm really curious if we're going to get a proper fast travel method eventually. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to the cave. There we go. We got to be close to the end of the zone because I don't know if we've seen a zone with more than 4 flags, and this one seems like it'll probably have at least 5. But I don't think this is going to be straight to a boss fight. I think it's going to be a zone, so... I also don't know whether or not Aegide is I don't know if that's based off of her turns or if it's based off of enemy turns. Because if it was based off of her turns, that'd be really annoying. That'd be a bad mechanic. Because it would mean that I'm directly encouraged not to have speed. What's her new weapon? Let's see here. In defensive stance, gain AP. Oh shoot. In defensive stance, gaining AP also gives 1 AP to allies. This is making... Okay, well, you know, maybe the Aegide build isn't completely worthless. In Stantless, base attack switches defensive... You know? maybe there is a route here. I bet you that she blocks everything and gives the entire team AP as she's doing it. Depending on the kind of team that you got rocking, that could go very well. Because that should, in theory, also apply to if they hit you with the, with a... Okay, that was on it. There you go. Okay, that should also apply on AoE attacks. So if they hit everyone, and then everyone parries, then she should, in theory, block that. And then also apply energy to everybody, even if she's not in Aegide.
Thunder.
Oof.
I'm ready.
Do I even have a chance of clearing this guy out before he attacks? No. You know, I really thought this was going to do more. That's the first time I've ever, like, let that guy get through. So I thought, oh, well, here we go. This is going to suck. But... no, he's just fine. He's a chill dude, you know?
Careful now.
Not looking good.
Full shield up. Sure.
ready.
Let's go and shoot him first. There we go.
Let's push forward.
Immolation, Mayhem. Let's go Mayhem. Three-hit combo. I haven't seen this one yet.
Here we go. I won't waste this.
Just to get her full experience. Okay. Cleared out. Yep.
Useful.
Yeah, once again, I do appreciate this game doesn't spell everything out for you. You see the rock, it looks visually distinct. And you're like, oh, well, how could I get this? And then, you know, you can't immediately grab it. So you try something else, and then it works. Do I need to heal? Glass cannon build on the way. Come on! That wasn't very fun. Okay, let's go Florette right away. Before that guy starts applying a bunch of shields to himself.
Not looking good.
We can probably do quite a bit of damage here. Oh no, that gives shields to everybody. Okay, that's how that works. Let's just make sure that guy dies, because...
Thunder. That's lucky.
Such a good move.
Ready to evade.
Okay. Ready to carry.
I still have the thing that makes it so that Ciel doesn't gain AP from parrying. Really to swap that out.
Let us stain them.
Try not. I think with them, almost the point is to not shoot point things, because that gives shields to everybody. There we go. I gotta say, I don't really miss Gustav in the team at this point.
Great.
The way I have it set up is functioning very well, and Gustav always had this aspect where you had to get both the AP to use his moves, but then you also needed the overcharge mechanic. And that could lead to a lot of turns where you have one but not the other. And before I had him in there because he could give all my team a buff, but Ciel does that just fine now, so... Okay, well, time for a platforming challenge, I guess. Oof.
Great.
50% increased break damage with free aim shots. Well, that's just fine by me. Okay, cool. I'm not sure where exactly I am now, though, because I lost track when I was jumping on everything. I know I saw a crystal, though, so it's, yeah, over here. It was a prank, bro. It was just a prank. That is kind of fun, though. Oh, it's a boss, too. Now I wish I had healed.
That's lucky.
I'm ready.
Well, let's see what happens.
Finesse and precision.
Oh. A boss in name only. It also dropped the rock crystal, so that is... The game really does do a good job of messing with my expectations sometimes. Maybe I'll just go on to the next flag, and then I'll teleport back to get that guy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That was a big old boy over there.
What have we here?
Why is there no flag? Why is there no flag? Dear Lord. Send me a flag. What if I just ran around him? No, I'll fight him. That guy, the size of the map was a lie, okay?
That's lucky.
This is the guy who lies about his height on Tinder, okay? There's no manual save, correct?
Flowing.
The map very much lied about his size, which I find funny.
On me.
Sure was a lot of moves in there, buddy. Just barely not enough for another threat, but I think we're close enough. Yeah, there we go. Say, Perilous Parry. Plus 1 AP on parry, but damage received is doubled. I mean, we're building up to an incredibly funny defensive Agade build. It's out there somewhere. I don't really need it. I'm just trying to unlock it for later. WoW actually could have got it. Mysterious. Well, the last time I was in one of these rooms, I didn't find a secret. See, that's interesting. So, inside the weird, creepy room, there was an outfit for Mael. And there's an implication that Mael may be like a past life or an ancestor. Like some aspect of Mael is related to... Open the door before the fight. Yeah. I could have just avoided that guy. Well, he wasn't even a boss. So it just... Yeah, it was a prank, bro. So yeah, there's in this room is probably, if I was to guess, in the manor. If not, then something very close to it. So Mael having it, yeah, here we are. So Mael having an outfit related to this is actually like in this room is kind of relevant. And her sort of surprised "oh" is a good vocal delivery, like, "Oh, that's an outfit that fits me." Huh. That's not creepy at all. My other concern is that this is basically a dead end. But no, that's a good use of video game mechanics and story together, which is something I always praise. You get a physical item in the game, but where you find it and the reaction of the characters to it impacts things. Yeah, geez, this is a dead end. So, I have missed the primary path somewhere. I was 100% certain that I was on the primary path when I went down to this cave. Maybe there's another exit to the cave that leads to the primary path? No, I don't think there is. This one over here just goes in a loop. Yeah, I'm not sure where the primary path is at this point. For now, I guess we'll go back out to the one guy because we can give him the crystals and get a reward. What did I miss here? Yeah, I think this... I guess this is just its own zone, and I missed the actual primary path somewhere out there. Looking good. He was sitting on something. I don't want the something, I want information. Maybe I do want this, actually. That's pretty solid. A free shell, you say? With my purchase. She is loving, she makes great pride and care. However, there are times when even she makes mistakes. Yep, okay, see, these are the unpainted. We passed around, but do you know who made it? Did you know this? No. A long time ago, they came to me. They spoke as if they knew Mistress. They revered her, but when they spoke of the Paintress, her description did not match the Mistress.
So, does that mean the Paintress has multiple forms?
That's a...
More likely, she has allies or lieutenants, like the man on the beach.
I don't know if that's what we take from that. That's a bit... So... The Mistress responsible for the Nevrons is possibly a different entity from the Paintress. Which means, I guess we could be in a position where whatever the Paintress is doing, the Paintress could be possibly even stopping the Nevrons. That could be the route we're going here. Okay, yeah, the only way I can think of to go forward is to go through this thing, but I don't think I have a thing for that yet. Do you know the way forward, Ivar? Alright, see ya, Craig. have fun. If you're team meeting, feel free to watch the VOD later. It was great having you. It's in the cave? Okay, well. You need to go up. You know, you might have told me that when I was saying I need to leave the cave because I don't think there's a way forward. You know, that could have been a good time to say this. One of the 3 or 4 times I said I think the cave is a dead end. I was sure it was the critical path. Need to go up, huh? Well, that goes down. I guess I have to go up once I'm already down there. Where is the up? It's gonna be annoying to navigate all these guys around here. The only up way before was where I found that platforming section. Yeah, right here. I don't see where how this could even lead to anything though. So there's some other up way. Oh, here we go. Such a good move. Whoa, no, not a single crit there on my crit builds.
Careful now.
This guy, I don't know what mechanical purpose those hammerhead guys serve. I was expecting them to be much more annoying.
Here's your card.
Well, they just seem to have no strengths and a lot of weaknesses.
Lightning dart.
She's just not critting today.
Finesse and precision.
All right.
Perfect.
So if that big spooky guy down there wasn't a boss fight, you've got to be getting to the boss eventually.
Flurry is over there.
Okay.
Ooh. But I sense something scary.
What if you punched it for me? SKA, quick, punch it all. Because he like one-shot the Bourgeon. Ooh, another point. There's a lot of rest points around here. Secret basement? This is quite the large map, the Stone Wave Cliffs. I'm curious if these will be the end of Act 1, then. Given how significant this map seems to be, compared to others. Because this is like significantly more extensive than the Flowing Waters, or the Flying Waters. Well, that guy's gonna hit me.
We can use that.
Or no. Okay, well. Let's see. We need all that still. Oh, I haven't done SOS power yet either. Let's see, where exactly am I? This pot stripped me up. Now I've got to fight these guys without initiative.
This and precision.
Here we go.
Yeah, it does seem like for these guys, you don't even want to hit their weak points.
Careful now.
I'm ready. Danger! A storm is coming.
When it's the projectiles, I have a very difficult time perceiving them. Right. Oop. I thought that was just make it, not ride it. Go.
Interesting.
Alright, what else is going on around here? Can I get over there? Oh. Do something, alright.
We can use that.
Revive Tent, yes. That's actually very useful. There we go. I was just hoping I could bypass that whole zone. Oh well. Okay, well I think that's this little sub-area explored. Let's go back to where we found the other flag. We found two flags like right in a row. I feel like there has to be more in this area, but I'm just not sure. Because I found a lot of items, there was a good amount of enemies. I don't know, maybe there isn't anything more. Yep, there's the flag. We can fast travel back to the other flag that we found. I think it's just the play. Yeah, this place has significantly more flags and more stuff in it compared to any other place I've been to. Let's go ahead and... There's probably a boss fight coming up here, so let's go ahead and level up real quick. I don't think I have enough for any skills that I want, but let's give it a look anyway. Yeah, we're good here. Spooky. Very much getting the boss fight vibes. Will it be the serpent? Okay. Oh god, it's Pinwheel.
Alright, let's get rid of it. The rock should be nearby.
I am curious if the rock is going to be just a rock.
Finesse and grace.
Or if there will be some actual significance to it. I'd personally be okay either way, but I'm just wondering.
Finesse and precision.
Let us stain them.
Let's see here. I don't think doing Fire Rage on an enemy who I don't know their patterns yet is advisable. Maybe it is advisable. Maybe I'm just that good. I could have done it. Oh. See, it said Lampmaster switches off all the lights in the cave, so I was expecting it to be like some sort of debuff move. But no, it just meant that he was going to shoot me. Trust no one is the end point of that. Can I shoot these guys for weak points? Not that one, so maybe one of the other floating lanterns I can shoot as a weak point. He's at high break damage, I just don't have anything that can take advantage of it yet. Okay. It's not lighting up at all, so I'm guessing... Okay, so I'm going to say conclusively that the lanterns are not weak points. Yeah. Okay, no weak points.
Thunder.
Jeez, I'm ripping this guy to shreds.
Finesse and grace.
Ah, it's still true.
Precision.
Unless this guy has a phase 2, I'm going to say this is one of the easiest bosses. See, actually...
Easier than expected.
Hey,
Yeah.
don't jinx us. No need to invite misfortune.
I don't see any stones.
There are only
What's
stones.
happening?
Misfortune.
Okay. Well. Oh. Yeah, the line change is really sweet. Oh, I can't use skills. That completely screws over my entire thing I'm doing with Mael over here.
Let's push forward.
Depending on how hard this guy is to fight, I might have to redo my builds.
On me.
Ooh.
I can do it.
I should have used that on Loon, actually.
Brilliant light.
giving up.
Curious what that strange ritual is doing. Let's go like this.
Let's push forward.
Then she can use electrify.
Ready to
And then,
evade.
wait, what? That is not how that is supposed to work. Shoot the lamps in the order they light up. Well, I was thinking I wasn't even being able to get my team back up and running. I'm curious if it will start from the yeah, okay, so it's gonna start from the very beginning of the fight again. Yeah, I might have to redo my team a little bit for this one. But on that last one, Lune had a turn that was right after Ciel's. I used Ciel's ability to give Lune another turn. So I guess what that move actually, that move also just doesn't do what it says it does. It just it moves your next action up to that point, which is very different from what it said. Now you failed the lamp trial. That's why that happened. The lamp trial removed turns.
That's lucky.
It's like I wasn't even thinking about the lamp trial. It just puts the boss first. Yeah, I'm not really sure what you mean. I'm talking specifically about that I had a CL turn then a Luna turn. I'm talking about how it didn't work and how it should work.
Ready to evade. Here we go.
I guess one option I do have is I can prepare myself like really heavily before I do the last hit to Lamp Master. And that could put me in a good position to keep laying on him once everything changes.
Look out. On me.
Like, I don't think that here I would necessarily... Like, I kind of have to maintain my stance. But I don't know if here using the Virtuoso move is even like... Okay... Let's go ahead and use Dark Cleansing now. To reapply all my moves. And that should kill it with the when the fire happens. Oh, Twilight's up. That's unfortunate. I'm actually curious, if I use Focus Foretell now, when it respawns, will it have the Foretell on it? Let's find out. Yeah, it does. Yep, sweet. But it is no longer burning.
Take cover.
Oops. Not very much damage though. We're okay.
storm is coming.
I'll tell you what, we'll play by the rules here. The Lantmaster's attack is cancelled. Jeez. That's pretty hardcore. In that case, what do I want to do here? My excessive turn.
Lightning darts.
Blades sharpened.
Still on Virtuoso stance.
Precision.
So, yeah, she's gonna absolutely rip him to shreds. Let's see, this is our last turn to use Foretell moves, so just gonna take our move where we can. Mayhem feels like an alright choice here, but just in case I kind of want to save up for Rebirth, like have Rebirth available to me. Flying combo. God, I'm just so good at this game. It's ridiculous. That's a pretty easy order. I need to reapply my buffs with... There we go. I feel like I could just use my big spell right now and just end the fight, but let's have fun and play by the rules. Okay, cool. And then I guess I can still do it. Yeah. Okay. Got him. Deal 50% more damage if health is 10%. See, that's funny because you told me there's that one that starts you at 1 HP. So you have 1 HP and then can't heal and then also extra damage.
Really dead.
Looks like it.
Is this it?
Oh, it's your max HP one. Well, that might still work.
Flori. All right. Ready to sail like a snail. Just jump, mes amis. It's not that high.
We can finally cross the sea. You don't happen to have some wine stashed away, do you?
Wine?
Hey, you can do this.
I hate water.
Okay, look, but you can fly though, so I'm not taking you jumping first as anything.
She doesn't seem that far now, does she?
Yeah.
It's funny that Gustav is bloody right now because he didn't fight.
Throw one more rock?
The others are waiting, but...
You might reach her.
Okay.
Something's happening. Oh, it's the dude. It's the man himself.
Ooh, what about that one?
Does it really matter?
By all, please. He's not being quiet.
Like I always say, it's not about the rock. It's more about the...
Gustav.
this.
Oh, well. I kind of wish I didn't have this outfit on right now. Can I do anything about that? That's unfortunate.
We've done nothing to you. We should be on the same side. For those who come after. Let her go.
The worst part is that I did predict this to a degree, and I still didn't adjust.
Something's going on up there. Esquier, get us up there!
I can't.
Fuck!
Well, no, I predicted that Gustav would die, and that we were also near the end of this Act 1, and also near the end of the Stonewave Cliffs, and I still didn't think to do this, but... Also, for anybody thinking this is like a weird way to play, this is literally how I built Gustav. I built him to do basic, he's my basic attack build. And it works pretty well. My dude just stood there and no-sold everything just for meme value. Oh, hey, that did some damage.
For those who come after. Right?
No. You promised! No.
You won't yet understand. But this is a kindness, not a cruelty.
You let her come. better take such a risk.
You only care when things are right in front of you. My sweet child, you were supposed to stay home. I told you not to worry. But since you're here now, just stay put.
What are you saying? You must go home, now. This does not involve you.
When this is over, we'll go home together.
No!
It's all a bit too esoteric for me to grasp at this point.
This won't make sense to you now. But we both want what's best for our families. I'm sorry you're caught in the middle, but I did try to warn you. It's been a while.
I'm guessing it's Verso.
Stay out of this. You chose to walk away. You don't get to come back now and interfere.
You've lived more than a lifetime. It's time to let her go.
A lifetime. A lifetime with my family torn apart. No. I want my family back.
It's not your family. But she is.
You would use her.
She chose to come. I didn't make the rules between you two. Hey. You alright?
Seems to imply that the white-haired man's motivation is a bit more personal.
I'll handle things here.
When before, the implication was he was a bit
Get back
more...
to your friends.
A bit more grandiose in motivation.
Go.
So that's it. You've set us down this path. But are you ready for the consequences?
She'll never paint again.
I guess I'd be interested in if there's a reason why Verso didn't save Gustav. Like if listen, like Mael has some sort of implied significance, so it's very possible that there's something that makes Verso want to protect Mael compared to just a random person. Music's great, yeah.
Last time we sat together like this.
In Lumiere. Mourning our parents.
Seems like every time we're together, it's to grieve. I wish we could have spent more time in less hopeless contexts.
The plan doesn't change. We aim for the monolith. We keep heading north. With SKA's help, we can make it. But we lost the Lumina converter, so...
It's okay, we can think about that later.
All the backups were destroyed by that man, but Expedition 32 will bring more. Their chances will be better. We need to prepare them. I should update our journals.
Hey. It's okay. Tomorrow will still come.
It's interesting because there was some lines earlier on that seemed to imply a bit more of a flirtatious thing between Ciel and Gustav.
Ciel!
This seemed important.
Oh, is his arm the Lumina converter?
If you want to reach the monolith, best path is through the quarry up north.
Who are you?
And where did you get that expedition uniform?
Strange way to say thank you. I'm sorry I couldn't save your friend.
He couldn't save his friend.
I'm wearing an expedition uniform because I, too, am an expeditioner.
What? What do you mean you're an...
I've never seen you before.
First expedition. Expedition Zero.
Expedition Zero? But how are you alive and not...
Old? I don't know exactly, but some of us stopped aging and were not affected by the Gamage.
Some of you? Like the man on the cliff?
Anwar, our commander.
Why? Why did he massacre our team?
How could he turn on his own people?
He believes his immortality is a gift from the Paintress. Killing her would kill him too, and he enjoys living forever.
And you don't?
Burying everyone you know while you live on can weigh you down a bit. I couldn't help your friend, but perhaps I can help you.
You want to join us?
If you don't mind the company, yes.
So, if I want to kill Renoir, I have to kill the Paintress first. What's your name?
Versa.
Yep, there it is. Oh, Andy Serkis voices Renar. Okay, that's interesting. See, I had guessed that Mael would be the secret main character, but since we're operating Verso in the camp, I guess Verso's the secret main character.
Mon ami! Oh, you've put on a lot of weight.
I could say the same for you, you giant marshmallow. Bet you lost your stones again.
You know me. But now you're here. We can go find them.
Yeah, buddy. We'll find them. Tell me, did you tell them about... you know what?
Oh, Maman's the word. I promised.
Great. I'm counting on you.
Always, mon ami.
I would love to spend some time with Esquier. He's my best friend.
Verso, mon ami.
Esquier, mon ami. I feel like I haven't seen you in years.
3 years, 67 days, and roughly 10 hours.
10 hours and 7 minutes.
Oh, you've been counting too.
Roughly. Did Francois finally move out and get his own cave?
Francois would miss me too much. He hates napping alone.
If you're here, then isn't he napping alone?
Oh, he must miss me so much right now. Poor Franfran.
I'm sure he'll survive.
Yes, yes, yes.
So how did these expeditioners convince you to leave your cave?
They're all so nice. Well, the super nice one died, but the others are cool too. You can make some friends too. It's been a long time since you made new human friends.
I don't need more friends. I have you.
Friends are like rocks. You can never have too many.
I'm not sure I agree with that.
Debatable.
Yeah.
I hope we won't lose them. Like the others.
So, you lost your stones again. How did you lose them this time?
Yeah. I lost them on our trip back from the Chestrel River. Right after you left.
I've brought your stones back 10 times now. Are you losing them on purpose?
I lose them so we can go on more adventures.
But that's a yes.
That's a good reason. To adventure then.
Oh, we have relationship levels? That's new.
To adventure.
Oh god, is there romance now? Oh no. I feel like I feel like being like a kid being left with a stranger. It's like I didn't agree to have Verso be my player character. You can just kill my Gustav and then drop somebody else on my lap, okay? Let's see. I don't think there's much we need to do over here. Yeah, I'm still... You will like Verso. Like, I'm sure I will like Verso. It's just more about the feeling. I think I'm going to go ahead and swap out of the funny outfits now. We're going to get back into regular outfits. It just, you know... I meant more, that's what the game is telling you. Oh, yes. Look, as fun as the wacky hairstyles are, I don't know, I feel like the worn down outfit kind of suits him a bit more than going for the, yeah. Which kind of makes me want to go full expedition for everybody. Yeah, versus basic drift is pretty hard. Yeah, let's just go basic expedition for everybody at this point. I do like Gamage quite a bit, but it just doesn't work as well with Verso. And what can I say? I like full like the full
Expedition
setup.
Zero left 67 years ago, which would make you
about 100. Yeah.
Tell me about the fracture.
That's a good question, Loon.
I'm not going to get much sleep tonight, am I?
No, tell me about the fracture. Tell me about it. I want to know. Yeah, fair enough. wonder if I should talk to her again. Like, will that trigger something?
Expedition Zero left.
About 100.
Nope.
Tell me
Same
about
thing.
I'm not going to get much.
So I'm guessing if we're doing a relationship mechanic, then I have to guess that if I rest here, it's going to let me... You don't get to hear him explain the fracture. Lame. Oh no, I was expecting that I'd have like another option. See, this is the thing. The current objective is get through the Forgotten Battlefield to continue onto the Moth. I don't know what the Forgotten Battlefield is. Nobody's ever talked to me about that thing. That's all new. The next morning. Verso just knows. Yeah, that's fair. No, that's actually a good point. Verso knows. I'm just still getting used to the fact that I have a Verso. I'm curious what Verso's mechanics are, so maybe we'll do a first battle with Verso before we end for the day.
I'm really sorry I didn't arrive sooner.
Okay, so it was just a timing thing. He was following, he just got a little bit behind, I guess.
He was your brother?
Something like that.
Losing family is difficult.
I know. I know what you're going to say. You want to offer your condolences. You want to say something comforting. But I don't need it. I've had enough condolences. I've lost so many families now. I just need... Can you please go?
I appreciate this. It would have been easy to make Verso just like an edgy boy. It's nice to see he has concern of some kind, empathy and whatnot. That's a very old journal. So I'm guessing we got Verso's journal from now on. I was kind of hoping that they would recover. Oh no, it is Gustav's. Okay, Gustav's journal is just old as hell. Wait a minute. If the sun rises next to the monolith... Wait a minute. The sun rises in the north in this world. What the hell? Either that's an intentional detail or they just wanted the shot. Unfortunately, changing the orientation of the sun for a shot probably isn't a good idea in the long run.
Through the quarry to the north.
50-50. Okay, so I'm doing SKA ability, which is probably going to be the swimming. Let's give a look at Verso, though, now that we have a second. Looks like he has... Okay, yeah, so he pretty much has... Gustav's setup. Oh, and some of this stuff has actual abilities now. Wait a minute. That's interesting, because Gustav doesn't get the abilities of his weapons, but... You know what, let's get to a combat first, because I don't think I'm going to fully understand the nature of what everything does until I do a fight.
Swimsuit on!
double braid. I like single braids. I do like the detail of them keeping Gustav around, especially via his journal. I don't know what happened, but it feels like the whole last generation. Yeah, no, it's a good moment. I'm hoping to get more in terms of specific thoughts from the characters about Gustav and like what it means now that he's gone. Like, I'm hoping it's not just like general sadness and stress. I hope that there's a bit more that we get from it. But what we've had so far is very good. Like, I wouldn't expect the super articulate thoughts right now.
Swimsuit on.
Alright, let's see, that's back there. Game is delivering. Game is very much delivering. This is one of the best stories I've had in the game, so I'm very much enjoying it. Oh, that's cool. Just on the map as SKA, just waiting there. That's just a nice touch. I appreciate that. Okay, so we're not going to bother upgrading or leveling anything until I know for sure what Verso does. So let's put Verso... Okay, Verso... So it automatically added Verso to the party. SKA only has nice touches. Please don't use that phrasing. I need to stop playing Pokemon and get back into it, but I'm doing so well in this Nuzlocke. Hey, look, I'm glad you're playing Pokemon Silver, okay? That was my Pokemon game. Well, Gold was, but that was my Pokemon generation back in the day, so... Sure, red and blue... Ah, I was... Oh, no. What is... How could this happen to me?
It's an ambush.
Is it? Okay, well, I guess I'll trust Verso on that one. Oh, yeah, I guess... yeah, okay. Yeah, definitely gonna trust Verso on that one, given all the corpses around. I mean, I would be happy to fight this thing, but I just want to get some Verso experience first. Like, I want to know what the hell Verso is up to. What's he about? Am I heading back out now? Yeah, I don't think that fighting the boss would be a good first start for learning Verso. It talked about ranks and ranking up, so I'm guessing he has some sort of, like, gear shift mechanic. Wait. Oh, dude, I can go back and I can find out if the sun thing was intentional. Hold up. Okay. We got sunrise right there. And that is not the north. It's also not the east. The sun. Oh, sunset. That's the sunset. Then yeah, fair enough. It wasn't very orange. I typically expect a sunset to be more orange and red and whatnot. So I guess in that case, it is very much intentional. They just, The sun, well, it was kind of the south, so it... Alright, let's just find a random enemy counter on the surface over here. We won't bother explore. I was trying just to go to the next zone and fight somebody there. We'll fight somebody in the old zone real quick first. Also, it feels pretty convenient to have an immortal on our team. It's not... Usually when you get a character, it gives you a tutorial fight first. Okay, here we go. Verso gains perfection every time he deals damage or manages to parry or dodge. The higher perfection increases his damage. Some skills have additional effects. Taking any damage removes 1 perfection once per enemy turn. Huh. Well, that seems to combo pretty well if I did want to go tank my L. If I want to use Aegide to block for everyone, then I could have Lune and Verso in the team, and they benefit strictly from never taking any damage. So that seems viable. What are our starting skills? Well, he has From Fire, which means... Okay, so I'm guessing that means that he has basically Gustav's skills to some degree, but probably some slight differences. Low physical damage, 5 hits generate 1 additional perfection. Okay. Interesting.
Watch out, my Al.
I'm curious what the maximum perfection is.
Blade cut through the blades.
Maya.
Yeah, see, so it doesn't even matter because Verso, he can't take damage from single target stuff while Mael's doing that. So
here we go.
Is that even? Is it? Yeah, it must be. Yeah, every attack does 1 perfection. Okay, cool. Well, let's give a look at his skill tree then and see what the strategy is. So we got some different weapons, but we'll ignore those for now to focus on the skill tree. I guess I gotta go to a flag point. We'll go back to SKA's cave. We'll go back to my friend's house. So I know there's one like right next to the entrance over here. So yeah, the sun does. You can see the skill tree from that menu. I thought I tried clicking on it, but maybe I just didn't click the right thing. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. So some of the moves are similar. So I was expecting this to be a lot more similar than it is. But it isn't. Ivar, do you know if... So it says right there, it says gives more perfection at D rank. Does that mean that you have to be at D rank, or is it D rank or higher? Because that could be a very good skill just in general if you just use that twice. Yeah, he has Barking Shot too. It's only at the rank. Oh, that's very difficult then. Interesting. So, I guess in a absolutely perfect world, you would be almost entirely balanced around rank S. Phantom Stars. It's probably the coolest looking skill in the game. Okay, cool. Nowhere near that. Yeah, there's it. Reduces current rank, gives AP. Yeah, okay, yeah. So you're trying to manage your rank. That is a lot more interesting than I thought it was going to be. And yeah, it's looking like based off of the skills, just staying at rank S is not viable. That just isn't a move that exists. Because all the rank S ones seem pretty expensive. I mean, I guess Follow-Up and Ascending Assault, those both become cheaper. Damage increase for each free aim shot this turn up to 10 times. 2%. Yeah, maybe we'll try staying at rank S as our build, which means these 2 skills are going to be our most important ones. Increased damage at each cast. Wait a minute. So I just keep casting that one over and over again. It keeps doing... Okay, cool. Increases ranked A. Okay, well, that's not a great skill. It kills you when you use it. Kills non-boss enemies of less than... Wait. This one just gives you an extra move. That's pretty sweet. Like I was like, I'm already missing Gustav's... can reapply stun. That's pretty sweet. I'm missing Gustav's break ability. I'm not seeing an equivalent here to the same level as Gustav's. Removes all status effects from all allies and applies them to Verso. That is not what I want in my life. Though you could do something funny with that. You could have a bunch of things that give disparate status effects, like starting with shield, starting with powerful, starting with swift. And you can have Verso. Oh no, status effects, not buffs. Okay, never mind. No, you can. No, there isn't. You know, it just takes like burning and everything. Okay, never mind. Deals high skill target, deals damage increased by speed difference with the target. Well, that's kind of what I've been doing, but maybe I got a chance to do something different with Verso. I mean, speed still seems important because it lets you rank up fast. So yeah, I guess if I'm doing this rank S style, I should get these. Oh, I gotta go up here or around. Okay, what's the difference? Low single target damage, plays a second time. It's a B rank ability versus Overload, which is bad, and Speed Burst, which might be good, but yeah, so we'll do this one then. Deals low light damage, can break. I mean, that seems good. It's a good, like, way to tip the scale a bit when it's already maxed out. Quick Strike is also good here because we can use that as our opener to get us up to, what, rank B immediately. And then we're only 2 away from getting to rank S, which is where we kind of want to be for our, for dealing lots of rank S. Oh, wait, this just launches you to rank S if you break somebody with it? That's pretty fun. Oh, Deals low physical damage and gives 1 to 3 AP back. That's also very good. I guess I didn't have to do it that way. I could have done it by going over here, but more perfection doesn't mean it gives you an extra rank. That is, oh, good. That is, each rank takes like 5 perfection. Oh, geez. Okay, interesting. And normally the game doesn't actually give you specifics on this kind of stuff. Yeah, well, I still don't know what marked does. The game never told me that. I guess this is good then. You can just use this when there aren't any status effects, and you'll just gain a rank every time. That seems kind of viable, actually. It's more viable than I gave it credit for. I think Perfect Break is probably a good plan. I think these two are probably good. I'm not sure what the end point of this build looks like right now, because I've basically manically avoided all of the tier 10 things. Steeled Strike. After 1 turn, deals extreme single target damage. Interrupted if any damage is taken. Well, that kind of goes with what we're doing, so maybe that is the route we're going to go. It'll take a little bit to get down there unless we sell some stuff, which, you know, that's possible. But even then, I think we'll leave it this way for now. This gives us a good spread of things to test. Let's see. So I like I like Quick Strike for giving more perfection, and it works at tier D, so it's our opener. What's our tier C move? Paradigm Ugh, I give up. That seems pretty good. Perfect Break. Solid B rank move. No, I won't. I'm just never going to say it. I do kind of miss Marking Shot. That was a good skill back in the day. Where's my other... Did I already apply both the S ranks here? Oh no, it's already been applied. Okay, follow-up and ascending. Okay, cool. Kills non-boss enemies with 10% or less health. Yeah, we don't really need that. Maybe a heal skill, just to keep him in the game. Okay. And I think that realistically he's probably going to be a speedy boy. Like, I don't know why he wouldn't be, because that helps me get more more perfection ASAP. Whatever, I got recoats. I can experiment some other time with that. Let's go give it a try. I mean, I say give it a try. The issue is that I don't know. Like, I need like an enemy that I can actually fight and not instantly kill. I guess we'll just try on these guys real quick and see how it goes. We'll give these guys one more go. Oh, I didn't look at weapons. Shoot. That might have changed things. Okay, well, anyway. Quick Strike is our opener. So that shot me up from D to halfway through B in one go. That is very good. And then we'll use Egede. And all set.
Let's dance.
I preempted that twice and I still got it. Okay, so yeah, he shot it to halfway through B on that first one. What's my B move? It's Perfect Break. So, I mean that's a good opener. I want some AP now, I guess. So Paradigm. Yeah, I said I was going to say it, but here I am.
Cut through the flames.
It's locked on you.
Here we go. Let's just attack, yeah. And I can probably do Perfect Break here. He's pretty, I mean, it'll probably kill him, but, you know. Okay, so that's probably the strategy. The strategy is build up Verso, and then hopefully on the third Verso turn, you can just go for Perfect Break and shatter him. I'm also curious if I've missed anything in this main area. Like, for instance, I never found the mine that you need for one of the White Neverons, and I never found a way to get up to this guy. Like, if that does exist, if there is a way, I didn't find it. Oh wait, there's no, never mind. Nope. Okay, so yeah, never found the way to get up to that guy if there even is a way. So yeah, we'll go ahead and call it for now. And thank you all for showing up. If you want to see earlier streams of this, you can just check out my playlist on my channel. The streams are unlisted, but you can just click onto the playlist and they'll just show right up just fine. That mine for the White Neveron is just beyond him, just beyond...
Fastest ball.
One of those. Okay, cool. So there's a grapple point towards that guy. Look, I looked all over that place. I refused to acknowledge any grapple points, and I'm never going back to check, so you can't prove I'm wrong. Alright, have a great time, people. Once again, I'll probably be streaming again tomorrow, and I'll probably do some side content while I'm offline, just so we can progress the story, since it's starting to get heated up here. Have a great night.